And now for a Next News special report.
Tonight we dive into an event that's sending shockwaves across the nation in Iowa, a state pivotal to the American heartland and politics. Former President Donald Trump delivered a rallying cry that resonated from the fields of Ankeny to the halls of Washington. With the 2024 election looming, Trump's visit was more than just a campaign stop. It was a clarion call for patriots and a direct challenge to the current administration. Supporters passed the Whiskey River restaurant, their chants and cheers echoing Trump's fiery determination. But there's more to the story than meets the eye. We'll unravel the significance of Trump's words, the reaction of the crowd, and what this means for America's future. So stay with us. You don't want to miss the compelling final thought that caps off this report. Now, before we delve deeper into our report, let's take a moment. You know, the insightful news we bring you is fueled by our incredible sponsors. And speaking of insight, have you heard about the rich men north of Richmond? Reminiscent of the elites in Washington, they're making fortunes, much like how certain politicians have been capitalizing on insider information. People like Pelosi and Burr benefiting from defense stocks and timely stock trades linked to major announcements. But Ross Gibbons, a former Wall Street VP, is changing the game. He's left the corporate world to help ordinary Americans profit from insider trades. With his help, you can achieve gains like those who've seen returns of up to 1,700%. So don't miss this chance. Visit yourinsideredge.com for a free copy of Ross's latest trade discovery and exclusive webinar access. That's yourinsideredge.com, your gateway to financial empowerment, mirroring the kind of leadership and foresight we see in figures like Trump. Now, going into the heartland of America, the state of Iowa recently played host to an event that could very well be a turning point in the upcoming 2024 presidential race. Former President Donald Trump, a figure who continues to loom large over the American landscape, made a stop at the Whiskey River restaurant in Iowa. This wasn't just another campaign event. It was a demonstration of Trump's enduring appeal and the fervent support he still commands across the nation. Now, the scene at the Whiskey River was a microcosm of the enthusiasm that Trump generates. Supporters clad in the iconic Make America Great Again hats filled the venue, their excitement and energy palpable. Outside, large crowds gathered, all waiting eagerly for a glimpse of the former president. Trump, in his element, took the time to engage with the crowd, shaking hands, posing for pictures, and signing autographs. And one notable moment saw a supporter presenting a 1990 Playboy magazine cover for Trump to sign, a testament to the diverse and unconventional support base that he enjoys. Watch.
President Donald J. Trump.
So there he is in the Whiskey River. Look at the crowd. They are just so excited to see him. Imagine being there. If you were there, leave a comment. Tell us what it was like. Remarkable. The crowd he commands every time he shows up in one of these environments. It's just beautiful to see. Now, when Trump took the stage in Cedar Rapids to speak, his message was clear and delivered with confidence. It has become his hallmark. He boldly proclaimed, "We are going to crush crooked Joe Biden next November, and we are going to make, very simply, America great again." This declaration was more than campaign bravado. It was a rallying cry to his supporters, many who feel left behind by the current administration. Watch.
What a place. I'm thrilled to be back with the thousands of proud, hardworking patriots in the heartland of America. This is the heartland. As you know, we're just 44 days away from Iowa's first in the nation caucuses. You know I kept you as first in the nation. Don't let other people take the credit. We kept you there. On Monday, January 15th, we're going to win the Iowa caucuses, and then we're going to crush crooked Joe Biden next November. And we are going to very simply make America great again.
Now, Trump didn't mince words when speaking about President Biden, accusing him of being the only president in history to weaponize the Justice Department against a political rival. He referred to his own legal challenges, including multiple indictments by Special Counsel Jack Smith on various charges, framing these as politically motivated attacks designed to silence him and his supporters. In Trump's words, these actions were not only unprecedented, but also a gross misuse of power, further polarizing his base against the current administration. Watch.
Before Crooked Joe, no president in history ever weaponized the full force of the Justice Department, local attorney generals, and district attorneys against American citizens or people running for office. No president ever tried to deface the Constitution to get the other party's candidate, me, thrown off the ballot. You know, they've been working on that very hard. You know, they always say disinformation and misinformation, almost the same, but not quite. But disinformation and misinformation, they always say, we want to really run against Trump. If they wanted to run against me, they wouldn't have indicted me 4 times and fought like hell to keep me off the ballot. But the fake news and the stupid people at the Wall Street Journal editorial board, they said the other day, well, they really want to run against Trump. Look, they said that in 2016 and we won. They said that in 2020 and we did much better than anybody. We got the most votes of any sitting president in history. Many millions of votes more than we got in 2016. We did much better. 2016 was good, but we did much better in 2020. The last person they want to run. But you have the stupid media, the dishonest media, the fake news media saying, well, you know, they really want to run against Trump. They don't want to run. And by the way, we're about 60 points up on DeSanctimonious and 65 points up on Nikki Haley. But these attacks on the 14th Amendment are interesting because they had no case, and we've won every single one of them. And we've gone before some major leftist judges, and we've won every single one of them. But they attack and attack and attack, and they think you're going to, you know, we're going to demean. They're going to want to demean and hurt and harm and destroy your reputation so you can't run. But in this case, so far, we got to keep it that way. It's backfired. And to be honest with you, I'm much more popular now than I would have been if they didn't do it. If they didn't do it.
The concept of the deep state played a significant role in Trump's address. He presented himself as a bulwark against the alleged corruption and conspiracies within the government, resonating with his audience who see him as the only one capable of challenging this hidden power structure. His words against the political elite echoed throughout the venue, accusing them of looting the public and trampling on the dignity of ordinary Americans. Watch.
For decades, you watched as a corrupt political class in our nation's capital looted your money, trampled on your dignity, and pushed their radical agenda into every aspect of your lives. You know it very well. But in 2016, you voted to stand up to those liars, losers, crooks, and creeps, and you elected an outsider as your president, and it was about America first. We want to put our country first. They haven't done that in a long time, but we did it for 4 years, and that's why we did so well. That's why it was one of the great presidencies, they say. Even the opponents sometimes say that he did very well. I have to say, take it back, they scream. His people say, take it back. From that day on, our opponents, and we had a lot of opponents, but we've been waging an all-out war in American democracy. You look at what they've been doing and becoming more and more extreme and repressive. They have just waged an all-out war with each passing day. If they focused on our country, it would be a lot easier because we're going to bring this country to levels that it hasn't seen before. We're going to take it to levels even higher than where we had it just 3 years ago.
The road to the 2024 election is shaping up to be a competitive one. Trump's position within the Republican Party, while strong, is not without its challenges. The endorsement of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis by Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds has added a new dynamic to the race. However, Trump's campaign countered this by highlighting Reynolds' past praises for him, showcasing his strategic political maneuvering. As the Republican presidential primary cycle inches closer, with the Iowa caucuses making its official start, Trump's visit to Iowa, including His subsequent rally in Cedar Rapids assumes greater significance. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. These events were more than just campaign stops. They were powerful demonstrations of Trump's ability to mobilize and inspire his base. The chants of USA and Commander-in-Chief that filled the air were not just expressions of support, they're affirmations of a movement that continues to shape the American political landscape. Now, throughout his speeches, Trump's message was consistent and clear. He is a candidate who can reclaim the lost greatness of America, challenge the status quo, and confront the alleged corruption within the political system. His ability to connect with his audience, tapping into their frustrations and hopes, remains a key element of his political strategy. As the 2024 election draws near, the impact of Trump's Iowa visit will likely resonate beyond the borders of the Hawkeye state. It serves as a reminder of the significant influence in American politics and his potential to once again be a decisive figure in the race for the White House. In conclusion, Trump's visit to Iowa was more than just a moment in a campaign. It was a clear signal of his ongoing influence and the passionate support he continues to demand. With the political landscape as divided and charged as ever, Trump's actions and words in Iowa serve as a harbinger of what is likely to be a highly contentious and closely watched presidential race. If this report resonated with you, make sure you tap subscribe. This invitation is not about staying updated. It's about joining a community that values truth, insight, and the pursuit of a stronger and more informed America. As we reflect on today's report, it's crucial to understand the broader implications of Donald Trump's visit to Iowa. This event wasn't just about rallying support or making headlines. It was a vivid demonstration of a political force that continues to shape our nation. Trump's words and actions in Iowa resonates beyond the confines of a campaign trail. They're a barometer of the sentiments of many Americans who feel unheard and sidelined by the current political establishment. His ability, to draw crowds and ignite passion is not merely a testament to his charisma, but a reflection of the deep-seated concerns and hopes of a significant segment of our populace. As we move closer to the 2024 election, events like these remind us of the dynamic and often unpredictable nature of American politics. They underscore the importance of staying informed, engaged, and critical in our understanding of the political landscape that will determine the future of our republic.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.